If you've ever opened Gmail, Google Docs, or your Android phone in the last few months, you've already used Google Gemini. You just might not have realized it. It's not some separate app hiding in a corner of the internet. It's already built into the tools you open every single day. And by the end of this video, you're going to understand exactly what it is, what it can actually do for you, and how to start using it in the next 5 minutes. Let's start with the basic question. What actually is Gemini? In simple terms, it's Google's AI assistant, a family of AI models built by Google DeepMind, the same research team behind some of the biggest breakthroughs in artificial intelligence over the past decade. Think of it as Google's answer to tools like ChatGPT, but with one major difference. It's woven directly into the Google ecosystem most of the world already uses. Gmail, Docs, Sheets, Slides, Drive, Search, Android. If you already live inside Google's world, Gemini is already standing right next to you, ready to help. You can access Gemini in a few different ways, and understanding these upfront will save you a lot of confusion later. First, there's the dedicated Gemini app and website, where you chat with it directly, almost like texting a very knowledgeable assistant. Second, it shows up as a side panel inside Google Workspace apps. So while you're writing in Docs or building a spreadsheet in Sheets, Gemini is right there, ready to help without you ever switching tabs. Third, it's built into Google Search itself, generating AI-powered summaries and answers directly inside your search results. And fourth, on newer Android phones, Gemini is built into the operating system itself, acting almost like a smarter, more capable version of what used to be Google Assistant. Let's talk about what it can actually do, because this is where most beginners are genuinely surprised by how much is packed into one tool. Start with writing. Inside Google Docs, Gemini can draft an entire document from a short description, rewrite a paragraph in a different tone, summarize a long document into key points, or proofread your writing for grammar and clarity. If you've ever stared at a blank page trying to figure out how to start something, this alone removes that entire problem. Then there's Gmail. Gemini can summarize a long, messy email thread into a few clear lines, draft a reply in your tone based on a quick instruction, and even help you search your inbox using plain, natural language instead of trying to remember exact keywords. If your inbox regularly feels overwhelming, this is genuinely one of the most useful features for everyday use, turning a task that used to take 10 minutes of scrolling into something that takes about 10 seconds. In Google Sheets, Gemini can help build formulas, clean up messy data, generate charts from raw numbers, and even explain what a spreadsheet full of numbers actually means in plain language. You don't need to be a spreadsheet expert anymore to get spreadsheet expert results. In Google Slides, it can generate a first draft of an entire presentation just from a topic and a rough outline, saving you the time of starting from a blank template every single time. And in Google Drive, Gemini can search across everything you've saved, documents, spreadsheets, presentations, using natural questions instead of trying to remember exact file names or folder locations. Beyond the Workspace apps, Gemini also has a genuinely useful research feature, sometimes called deep research, where you give it a topic you know very little about, and it goes out, gathers information, and returns a well-organized summary that would otherwise take you an hour of searching and reading to put together yourself. It's not always perfect, and you should still verify anything important before relying on it fully, but as a starting point for understanding something new, it's remarkably effective. Gemini also understands images, not just text. You can upload a photo of a handwritten note, a screenshot of a form, or a chart from a report, and ask it to explain, summarize, or extract information from what it sees. This is one of those features beginners often don't realize exists, and once you try it, you'll find yourself using it far more than expected. One more thing worth understanding as a beginner. Gemini has real-time access to Google Search built into how it responds. That means its answers can reflect current information, not just what it learned during training, which is a meaningful advantage over AI tools that only know what they were taught up to a certain point in time. There's also a feature worth knowing about called Gems, which lets you create your own custom version of Gemini set up for a specific, repeated purpose. For example, you could build one gem that's specifically tuned to help you draft emails in a certain tone, another that acts like a study tutor for a subject you're learning, or one that reviews and formats meeting notes exactly the way you like them. Once it's set up, you don't have to re-explain the context every single time. You just open that gem, and it already knows what you need from it. It's also worth knowing that Gemini isn't only a cloud-based tool sitting on a server somewhere. There's a smaller, on-device version, often used on Android phones, that runs certain tasks directly on your device instead of sending everything to the internet. This version is smaller and less powerful than the full model, but it's faster for simple everyday tasks and works even without much of a connection, which matters more than people realize when you're somewhere with weak signal. Now, a fair question a lot of beginners ask, how does this actually compare to other AI tools you've probably heard of, like ChatGPT or Claude? Honestly, the core intelligence across these major tools is genuinely close, and which one feels smartest for a given task can vary depending on exactly what you're doing. But Gemini's real advantage isn't raw intelligence bragging rights, it's integration. If your daily life already runs through Gmail, Docs, Sheets, and Android, Gemini removes the extra step of opening a separate app entirely. That convenience, multiplied across dozens of small moments every day, adds up to something genuinely valuable, even if another tool might occasionally edge it out on a specific, isolated task. Now let's talk about pricing, because this is usually the first practical question beginners have. Gemini has a genuinely usable free tier. No credit card required, no trial period ending abruptly. You get real, everyday functionality without paying anything. Beyond that, Google offers a few paid tiers that unlock more powerful models, higher usage limits, and additional features like more advanced reasoning and media generation. If you're just starting out, the honest advice is simple. Begin with the free plan, get comfortable with the basics, and only consider upgrading once you genuinely hit a limit that's actually slowing you down. Because pricing and plan details do shift over time, always check Google's official Gemini page directly before subscribing to anything, rather than relying on what a video like this one said months ago. So how should you actually get started right now, today? Here's the simplest possible path. Go to Gemini's website or download the app, sign in with your Google account. If you use Gmail, you already have one. And just start typing a question like you're talking to a genuinely knowledgeable person. Don't overthink your first prompt. Ask it something you'd normally Google or something you're genuinely curious about and see how it responds. Once you're comfortable with basic questions, try being more specific in what you ask for. Instead of a vague request, describe exactly what you want, who it's for, and in what format. The clearer your instruction, the better and more useful the response you'll get back. This single habit, being specific instead of vague, is the biggest difference between beginners who find AI tools frustrating and people who get genuinely great results from the exact same tool. If you're someone who lives inside Gmail, Docs, and Sheets for work or study, the real unlock isn't the standalone chat app at all. It's turning on the side panel inside those apps and using it while you're already working, instead of switching over to a separate tool every time you need help. That's where the time savings genuinely compound, because you're not adding an extra step to your workflow. You're removing steps from it. One honest note before you dive in: like any AI tool, Gemini can occasionally get things wrong, sometimes while sounding completely confident about it. Treat anything factual or important as a strong first draft, not a guaranteed correct final answer. Double-check anything that actually matters before you rely on it, especially numbers, dates, or specific facts. That single habit will save you from most of the problems people run into when they start trusting AI tools a little too quickly. So, to bring this together, Gemini isn't just another chatbot competing for your attention in a crowded field of AI tools. It's Google's AI, built directly into the apps hundreds of millions of people already use every single day. With real-time search built in, genuine document and spreadsheet help, and a free tier that's actually usable rather than just a taste before a paywall. If you already live inside Google's ecosystem, there's a strong case that Gemini is the easiest, most natural AI tool to start with, not because it's dramatically smarter than every alternative, but because it meets you exactly where you already are. If this gave you a clear starting point, hit subscribe, because next we're walking through specific prompts and real examples so you can start getting genuinely useful results from Gemini today, not just basic answers to basic questions. And if you take away just one thing from this whole video, let it be this: you don't need to master every feature on day one. Open the app, ask one real question you actually need answered, and let your curiosity guide you from there. That's genuinely how everyone who's good at using these tools got started.